Hello, I'm Glenn Tobey. I'm a Springfar Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The topic of this talk is on the theme of longevity, with a specific focus right now on the purpose for a purpose. I talked before about having a purpose. So when you look at it with longevity, the purpose of longevity is not just to live longer physically, but the purpose of living longer is so that you can understand yourself better, so you know who you are in the spiritual sense. So it takes a longer time, so you want to live a longer time. So I've spoken before about purpose. I painted a little bit. For me, I feel like I have three purposes. One is to teach. Whether I'm good at it or not, whether I make any money or not, or whatever that, I still want to teach. The other one is to grow. Wherever I have lived, I have always grown. I've always had a garden. Even a place where I lived, I had a little plot way out in the back. I would come home, I always check to see if there's any growth. I've always needed to have a sense of growth. Maybe my psychotherapy part is what I want to see people to grow. But my third purpose is to have that spiritual life. Spiritual life. So teach, grow, have a spiritual life. So longevity fits in with that spiritual life. How can I learn deeper and go further? Well, people say, to do that, you have to have a discipline. You don't have discipline. You don't have a commitment. Actually, we all have discipline and we all have commitment. All the time, we are exercising our discipline and exercising our commitment. Maybe some people have the discipline to work out, or the discipline to read, or the discipline or the commitment. Yeah. But some people have a discipline to be lazy, if I can say that simply. But they have a commitment not to do so well. And they do that well in not wanting to do well. So everybody has discipline. So when people say, I don't have enough discipline, I don't have discipline. Well, everyone has discipline. Everyone has a commitment. Depends on to what. And to what strength you have a certain kind of commitment. So you always will have access to discipline, access to commitment. But having the purpose that makes it a kind of a marriage. If I have this purpose to teach, to grow, to have a spiritual life, then now this discipline, now this commitment has a connection. So the purpose of having that purpose helps me with my discipline, helps me with my commitment. Over these last several months with things going on in 2020, I've kind of gone astray a little bit. My focus has kind of gone off a little bit, or my nutrition has gone off a little bit. I love, onion rings, so I don't know how they slipped into my diet. The discipline went to a different direction. I got disciplined not to eat so well, or I got disciplined not to exercise. My commitment wasn't to a higher standard, but it's still a commitment, still a discipline. But to what? I kind of went astray by forgetting the purpose for having this purpose, so that I can align my discipline, align my commitment to something that is powerful, rather than I'm just disciplined to be lazy or disciplined to be committed to anything, so to speak. The purpose. So finding that purpose is really important. That's the purpose of having a purpose, is to help your discipline, is to help your commitment to go deeper. So then your commitment to what? Longevity. How can I help my body, be as healthy as possible, so it can learn to go deeper, to know who you are in a deeper sense. So in my third, purpose, so to speak, the spiritual life, I want to do the best I can, even if I go astray sometimes. My mindset goes, okay, you're going astray. I know what to come back to, to my purpose. I'll come back to the purpose. Now there's a clarity. So think about that. What is your purpose? Purposes, so that your discipline and your commitment can also be clearer, so that you have then a purpose now for your purpose. Thank you for listening.